we're now getting some more breaking news. This is regarding the Russia-Ukraine war. Now, Ukrainian President Zelensky says that 20-point Ukraine peace plan, 90% agreed after talks with US President Donald Trump. So, US President Donald Trump said that he and Ukrainian President Zelensky were getting a lot closer, maybe very close to an agreement to end the war in Ukraine, though both leaders acknowledged that some of the thorniest details remain unresolved. The two leaders spoke at a joint press conference late Sunday afternoon after meeting at Trump's Mar-a-Lago resort in Florida. Trump said that it will be clear in a few weeks whether negotiations to end the war will succeed. Meanwhile, Zelensky said that an agreement on security guarantees for Ukraine has been reached, and Trump was slightly more cautious, saying that they were 95% of the way to such an agreement, and that he expected European countries to take over a big part of that effort with US backing. So that is the big update as far as the Russia-Ukraine war is concerned. Zelensky says that 20-point Ukraine peace plan, 90% agreed after talks with Donald Trump. Listen in.
I think he is. I think they both are.
What was your message? How close are we to a peace?
Got to make a deal. Got to get it done. Too many people dying, and I think both presidents want to make a deal. We believe that they're going to briefly pull out. We settled 8 wars, and this is the most difficult one. I thought it would be in the middle of the pack. This is the most difficult one, but we're going to get it done. We're going to have a great meeting today. This gentleman has worked very hard, and he's very brave, and his people are very brave. I'm also calling President Putin back after the meeting, and we'll continue a negotiation. Pretty complex, but not that complex. We had a terrific meeting. We discussed a lot of things. As you know, I had an excellent phone call with President Putin that lasted for over 2 hours. We discussed a lot of points, and I do think we're getting a lot closer, maybe very close.
How long do you think it'll take to get this last little bit, as you say, finished? What are we talking about?
So if it went really well, you know, maybe a few weeks. And if it went poorly, longer. And if it went really poorly, it's not going to happen. That would be a shame. There's that chance also. You know, it's possible it doesn't happen. But, you know, in a few weeks, we will know one way or the other, I think. But this is a very complex one.
Are you willing to put odds on it? What the bad
No, I think we'll get it done. I don't want to say when, but I think we're going to get it done. Yeah, you know, I have no problem with doing it. We don't anticipate it. Would like to get the deal done and not necessarily have to go. I've offered to go and speak to their parliament, and you know, if that would help. I don't know if that would help. I think it would probably help, but I don't even know if that's.
You're welcome.
Yeah, no, I know.
Always.
So I'm not sure that it would be really necessary, but if it would help save 25,000 lives a month or whatever it may be, I would certainly be willing to do that. I saw a very interesting President Putin today. I mean, he wants to see it happen. He wants to see it. He told me very strongly. I don't know. I think we're going to get there. I know him very well. I think we're going to get there.
Discuss any time, location, meeting place?
Yeah, we're discussing a lot of things. No, look, I was on the phone with him for almost, I guess, 2.5 hours. They're just telling me now. It's a long time. We discussed a lot of things. We didn't talk about the weather. We weren't talking about what a beautiful day it is in Palm Beach, Florida.
Ukrainian President Zelensky had a meeting with US President Donald Trump. After the meeting, Donald Trump said that he and the Ukrainian president were getting a lot closer, maybe very close, to an agreement to end the war in Ukraine, though both leaders acknowledged that some of the thorniest details remain unresolved. So the two leaders spoke at a joint press conference after the meeting that was held at Trump's resort in Florida. And Trump said that it will be clear in a few weeks whether negotiations to end the war will succeed. Remember, this meeting was held after Trump had a telephonic conversation with Russian President as well, after which he had this meeting with Zelensky. And Zelensky said that an agreement on security guarantees for the Ukraine has been reached. And meanwhile, Trump was slightly more cautious, saying that they were 95% of the way to such an agreement, and that he expected European countries to take over a big part of that effort with US backing. And Zelensky has also said that previously that he hopes to soften a US proposal for Ukrainian forces to withdraw completely from the Donbas region of eastern Ukraine.